everybody, and welcome back to Noodles at Noon, the show that focuses on things that are not worth focusing on. I am your host, who is not leaving you. It is I. Hi, it's Ben, and we are joined, as always, by our guest host. Not a guest host, our co-host, who also is not leaving you. It's Noah.
Well, I'm leaving now.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say guest host. And our special...
That's our new co-host.
Our new co-host is Smash Mouth. We're all going to throw bread at
just
him.
The whole band, not
the whole band.
Steve Harwell.
Is that his name? I want to throw bread at him. And we are joined this week by a special guest who is leaving you. It's Michael.
Those without sin cast the first bread. What does that even mean, Ben?
The throwing bread?
Yeah.
There is a...
yeah, that happened.
Someone threw bread at him?
Smash Mouth was doing a concert. I won't say where. And the crowd just started throwing bread at them.
Somebody threw bread at me. What the heck?
Yeah, Smash Mouth's lead vocalist Steve Harwell didn't take kindly to pieces of bread being thrown at him on Sunday night.
Do you remember?
Oh, man.
Does it say where it was?
Yeah, it was here. It was near where we live.
It was right
I think
where
that's
we
why
live.
I heard about it.
Yeah.
Anyway, wow.
Yeah, it was us.
Okay, I'm going to be real. It was me. I was playing dumb.
Smash Mouth cusses out fans throwing bread on YouTube. And that's Michael right there. Yeah, that's him.
Shoot.
There's Michael.
Yep. Sorry.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Welcome back to Noodles at Noon. You can catch us on noodlespodcast.com.
Noodlespodcast.com.
Or anywhere podcasts are available, like Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Anchor, Stitcher, and now coming to you live from... Noah, you do the honors.
Smash Mouth concerts. You go to a Smash Mouth concert instead of hearing Smash Mouth, because nobody wants that. You get to hear the Noodles at Noon podcast. If they're still like lip syncing the show and everything up there, but
if you go there and you throw enough bread on
Noodles
stage, eventually they'll leave and start playing Noodles at Noon.
Dang, that's epic.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it took a lot
We're
of...
the backup band.
We pulled a lot of strings, but we eventually got there. But thank you guys so much for listening. And like I kind of teased and like we talked about last week, Michael, it is his last show for at least a good little while. Michael, speech us, Michael.
Oh my gosh. Well, I am so excited to hear the 7-minute best moments of Michael on Noodles at Noon montage that one of you put together. So I can't wait to hear that coming up here in a couple seconds. But man, it's been such a pleasure to be on the show since, well, it looks like whatever was before the 24th of August 2020. So if you subtract 7 from that, of course you get the you get the 17th of August, and it's been a ride. I hope the audience still thinks I'm cool, because it's not true. And big things are on the horizon for me. I will be okay. If I'm not okay, please call me. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe
I'll call you.
Maybe I just need the fans to call me once a week. Here's my phone number. Okay. 702.
Okay.
461 1659. So call that number, and I will be here to answer.
Wait, Michael, that's my number.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You gave a real area code. Whose number is that?
No, it is.
Yeah, that didn't sound made up.
Yeah, well,
that doesn't sound made up.
It's my
What
ex.
was that again?
What?
You don't have an X. 720.
No, I said 702.
X's
But
702.
you'll have to rewind to hear it again, because I'm only doing it once. Anyway,
Okay.
like I said, I get my peaches down in Georgia. I get my weed in California. So thank you guys for having me on the show. And we're going to have a good last one. We've got the soundboard with all of these wonderful sounds to play. And we're just going to... Ben is, I don't know, protecting himself, I guess. The shoulders came up. It's going to be a good
This is actually what Michael is leaving us for. He's going to start a peach arbitrage company. He's going to, get the peaches from Georgia and then sell them at a higher rate around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Peach values have actually gone up since Justin Bieber dropped that song.
Especially those from Georgia.
It's a good time. Yeah, Georgia peaches are on the rise.
They are.
If you look up Georgia peach on the stock market.
Michael, I will say it's a
higher.
little sad that we prepared a 7-minute montage of your greatest moments, but we've done like 50 shows.
I don't say too much that is good. So
That's fair.
50 hours of content.
50 hours. Michael's best moments from the last 50 shows is just the 50 shows. It's the show, not even the shows he was on. That's still his best moments. But Michael, thank you so much for being on the podcast. You're always welcome to join us whenever you want to or have time to. You will always be welcome, and I'm sure you will still be.
Except for 2 weeks ago when you asked if you could be on it, and we said no because we already had 5 people.
Yeah, we did say no. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you're always welcome back, and I'm sure you'll still be a quality member of our Discord. So if you're not part of our Discord and you still want to hear from Michael, make sure you go join that. Make sure you go to noodlespodcast.com.
Noodles Podcast.
.com and click the join the Discord button, and you will join the Discord.
Triple! Oh,
That's
yeah!
right.
all three of us got in on it.
We did.
Remarkable.
It was a triple. But not to wallow too much longer in the sad stuff of Michael leaving, let's hear some people give us messages about Michael leaving before we get into our weekly updates.
We have a message from Brian Stanley. I haven't proofed this, guys, so I don't know what he's going to say about Michael, if he's even going to mention Michael. So we'll just kind of see what happens here.
Hello, Brian here for yet another Speak Pipe. This time I just wanted to say my goodbyes to Michael. Now that you're leaving, I owe all of my audio editing expertise to you. You're the reason that I even learned about Noodles at Noon, and you're the reason why I got to join as a guest on one. And I'm going to miss you. It's a shame that you're going to be gone. And I just... I'm sorry. I just don't know what I'll do without you. Please don't go. Please don't go. We can't... You think I want to listen to just Ben and Noah just go blah, blah, blah? No, I can't do that. I need you to be in there to hold the glue together.
Hold the glue together.
But anyway, if you do need a co-host, I am always willing to step in. Okay.
Oh my
I
god!
like right at the end, he's trying to snipe Michael's position on the
He
podcast.
is.
Like, hey, in case you ever need anybody, that can be there.
Michael, you're the glue that holds the glue together.
I guess, yeah. I am.
It all makes sense.
Whatever adhesive is in the glue, I am that part of the glue.
You're the horse. You're the horse that goes into the glue, which holds us all together. I thought that was a good joke. That was a quality joke.
Okay, that was the horse hooves. Tragic.
Well, Brian, thank you
Ooh,
for
I
that
hear the A flat.
submission.
I
you
missed
heard
it.
again?
I boosted
Dang,
my
you didn't
microphone.
figure out what it is this week, dude?
No, I want to
We'll
talk
get
about
there.
that in a second.
We'll get there.
That's Michael's weekly update again.
Well, mine's the same as
No
last week
updates. Oh, yeah, that's true. Mine too, technically. We also have one other message from Aaron and Liz from the Topic Please podcast. Aaron was just on, what was the podcast? It was a big deal. It was exciting.
That Story Show.
That Story Show podcast.com. I don't know what
I think it's
URL is.
nlcast.com/that story show.
nlcast.com/that story show.
But they've prepared a message for you, Michael.
Don't cry. Please don't cry.
Aaron,
What?
we're not doing that this time.
Oh. What are we doing?
We're saying, I'm Liz,
I'm Aaron.
and we're saying goodbye to Michael, or at least good luck.
Who's Michael?
He's from, he's a special guest host from that Noodles podcast, Noodles at Noon.
Oh, at noodlespodcast.com.
He knows the URL.
noodlespodcast.com.
I don't know, how would you rate him as a guest host compared to their other guest hosts or their hosts?
I would rate him saying I am going to miss him.
Well, no, like a 1 to whatever, like out of all the hosts. Like, where in that list would you rate him? Do you know all of their hosts?
I know Ben and Noah.
We got Ben, Noah, you and me.
Oh, we're including the guest hosts.
Yeah. Brian from Journeys of Scientists, Jesse, Lexi, Andrew, Daniel, James, Rachel, and Michael that I know of.
Oh my
I
gosh.
may have missed somebody, but like,
You really listen to the podcast a lot.
and I figure out of those 11 or 12, he's in my top 20.
Oh, well, that's nice. I was thinking in my top 12, so.
But anyway, good luck, Michael, with going off to whatever school it is you're going to, med school, I believe.
Yeah. Good luck, and we wish you the best, and can't wait to hear from you and hear how things are going and getting updates.
Yeah, so I'm contractually obligated. Thank you, Liz and Aaron. And Brian, by the way, I don't know if I said thank you. To tell Liz all about what it's like to work on a cadaver, because she has a morbid curiosity. So I will be reporting to them about all of our dissections that will be done in the first year. And I'm sure that she will love it, but no one else will. So there you go. And thank you guys for the kind words. Top 20,
I will
baby.
say, Erin did a lot better than I would have at listing special guests on her show.
Did you say Sam?
Oh, I don't think he did.
Oh.
I don't think he said Sam.
Aaron, you flawed man. I would have. Okay, like, full honestly, when you said Sam, I was like, we had someone named Sam.
See, I humbly pride myself on being the noodles historian in the call. That is my job. Ben beat me before the show, before the show when we were talking about when we went to a bowling venue. He beat me on the historian part of that one, but trust me, if you need some historian details, like Ben and the djembe guy has been told twice, certain other stories may have been told twice, the cereal and creamer and milk and stuff, that's been told like 15 times. So noodles historian, unfortunately, we will be parting with the show, but feel free to text me. Again, that number is 913-431-2221.
It's changing.
Got my pen and paper out, and it was different this time. In case you're wondering, I don't have Michael's phone number, and I've been trying to figure it out for the past, 20 years of our
You'll
lives.
never get it.
That was wait, do you actually not? Because you just informed me about another friend that you've known your whole life that you don't have their phone number.
So I do have Michael's phone number in my phone.
Okay. Because I have
and
Michael's
I also have
number.
yours. Yeah. I think I gave you Michael's phone number.
No,
but
Noah and I exchanged after I asked you to give Noah my number, and it didn't happen for 4 weeks. So at the aforementioned
The passive aggressive
bowling venue, I was like, Noah, just
I'm
give me your
busy.
number.
I'm busy. But so fun thing about me, I don't really ever put numbers in my phone. I just don't. I don't have my parents' phone numbers in my phone. I don't have a lot of people's numbers in my phone just because I memorize them. And yeah, so. But
So do
I
you have Michael's number memorized, or is it in your phone?
Yeah, I do have Michael's, but that's why I didn't have the other friend's number in my phone.
Do you have my number memorized?
I have your home phone number memorized.
My parents' home phone number from growing
your
up?
Yeah, I do. But, yeah. So I do have Michael's, and I do have yours, and I do have other friends that you asked. I do have it now. I saved it, just in case. But thank you so much to Aaron and Liz, and also to Brian for sending those in.
Yeah, that was really nice.
For sure going to miss Michael, and I don't know, it made me feel so warm and fuzzy inside that I might leave the podcast just so I'll get a
Do it in your
few people
cool.
to say nice things about me. No, I'm kidding. But
Hey,
Michael,
we did that
thank you
last
so
week.
much.
We asked people who
Oh, we
loved
did.
you, and Brian said he loved you very much.
Brian did.
With
Oh, yeah,
hair
that's
that
right. Thank you,
blows in
Brian.
like wheat.
Yes, exactly.
That was not a gluten-free joke.
No, it wasn't. Michael, thank you so much for being on the show and for being a friend to me since kindergarten. I don't know if we've talked about it in the show, but we've known each other since kindergarten. So
Thank you for being a friend.
I know we will stay in touch just because we message each other a lot.
Yeah.
But all the best to you at medical school. I know you're going to do great, and I can't wait for you to tell Liz about the cadavers so I can go pass out in the locker room at our high school again. Yeah.
Well, Michael, I know we've kind of talked about going our separate ways and not really talking anymore after this. Like, the distance was just too big of a burden.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm sure Ben will tell me how you're doing.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding. Michael and I talked on the phone like once or twice since he left. And I don't talk to anybody on the phone ever, so it's a big deal.
He hasn't talked to me on the phone.
I did. I called you from my smart
that's right.
home.
You totally did. Okay, he called me and from his Google Home thingy, and it showed up on my phone as a private number. So I answered, and I was like, "Hello," and he was just like, "Hey, can you hear me?" I was like, "Who is this?"
So this is a
Like,
scam.
it's Michael. I was like, "Oh, why are you using a private number?"
It was awesome. It was hilarious. He was so confused.
I was so thrown off.
Wasn't a phishing attempt, but
I got
Could've been.
fished. I got catfished by
got
Michael on his
catfished.
Google Home. Well, we will have more time later to talk about Michael and his abandonment of us and my abandonment issues. But let's dive into some weekly updates, if that's all right with you guys. And I'm going to start because my name is alphabetically better than your guys's. And I just want to say, sometimes the first place you take your car when it breaks down during a baseball game is not the best place to take a car when it breaks down during a baseball game. I think we have a spare. Exactly. I like barely heard from the mechanic that I had taken my car to. If you guys didn't hear last week, my car decided that brake fluid was no longer a required part of its diet and expelled it all from my car, from itself, and I was in a big city about an hour away from my house. So that's kind of where... Hi, Mom.
I thought your mic cut out because it was just perfect.
Yeah.
He hasn't
Special
moved.
guest, Karen.
Did she just grab
might-
Swirly and run
she's-
away?
She just grabbed my dog Swarley and ran away. Swarley just got a bath. Anyway, so if you guys didn't know, my car is currently about an hour away from where I live, and I had barely been able to get it to like a mechanic down there. And then ever since like the start of last week, they just haven't been in contact with me. Like, I would have to call them and be like, "Hey, what's going on with my car?" And they would finally tell me. And is that a drawing of Swarley?
It is a drawing of an anime guy that Jesse made for me.
Was that so
Sorry.
important to interrupt Ben's story with?
I didn't mean
Apparently
to
it
interrupt.
was.
Oh, you meant to interrupt.
You picked up a
literally
drawing
picked up a piece of paper and put it in front of your camera.
that your wife drew for you.
Oh, Ben
and
was
held it in
reading.
front of the camera.
Like our little secret. Like, look at this drawing I'm showing you, and Ben would just keep talking, and it didn't go that way. Sorry, Ben.
No, it didn't. Anyway, so my car's far away. The mechanic hasn't been very good at telling me, so I've been like constantly calling them, and they've constantly been saying, this part that you need to fix your car does not exist. It's discontinued, and we can't find it anywhere. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And they're like, well, keep looking for it. So I'd call them day after day. We can't find it. And finally, like, I called them, and they're like, yeah, we can't find it. We're not going to work on your car. And I was like, so you decided to not tell me that you've decided to give up, and my car is just sitting there in insert large city name here, Juneau, Alaska. And so I was like, what's the part number? So they give me the part number, and within 5 minutes, I realized that they have replaced the number 5 with the letter G.
Wow.
And I find the part like instantly because I look up like Ford Taurus brake line yada yada yada, which is the piece I needed, and like it gave me like the exact same number except there was a 5 instead of a G. And I was like,
wow.
So I called them back and I was like, hey, I just looked it up. I found the part. I think you guys put a G instead of a 5, and I was able to find the part. And they're like, no, that's not it. And I was like, you want to bet? And they're like, yeah, no, that's the number we took down from the vendor, so it's the right number. And I was like, I don't think it is. So I called another mechanic, not too far from where that is, from where they were, and called them, told them what happened, and they said they would call me back, and then they called me back within 5 minutes saying that they had found the part and could have it here in a couple days. And so I had to pay to get my car towed from one mechanic to another mechanic, which was fun. But now, hopefully, the day of recording this is all kind of still happening, but hopefully the day that this gets released, my car will either be fixed today or tomorrow on Tuesday, and I will be once again able to drive my lovely little red car, and I am excited for that.
Was that an awkward experience? I guess you didn't really have to be a part of it, but just saying like, hey, I'm going to tow it to this other mechanic because they're going to fix it and they can fix it really easily.
Yeah.
Like, how did that conversation go down?
Who is better at your job than you are. And in all fairness, I was kind of better at their job than they were because I actually found the part that they were looking for.
That's true, yeah.
And they had all the tools to find the right part. They had the broken part. They're a mechanic, so they have like vendors and different things at their disposal. And I just did a quick little Google search. So if you're a mechanic and you're looking for somebody to help you find parts, hire me and I will do it. I charge $35,000 a month.
Whoa.
And
it's a bit much.
Hire me. I will do it. That's what I value myself at. So there you go. Hire me to find parts for you. I'm like a scrapper. Like that one place, Ray. I'm like Ray.
On Jakku.
Yeah, you go through. See, I think we should build, because what I'm guessing is he probably typed it into his like database or computer or whatever they have, and because the numbers were wrong, it just didn't come up. Like it came up empty.
It just had like no results. Yeah.
Yeah. So we should develop our own like auto part search that's really just Google. Like it's just a shell with Google. Like you open it up, you type it in, and then it just links you to the Google. Like whatever you type in, it just Googles that for you.
Mm-hmm.
And
or we should have one that's like the Google thing is like, did you mean this? Which is one letter off from what you typed, and gives you the exact part you're looking for.
Yeah,
we should make one that does that.
I think we should. I mean, Google has that built in, so they type in that part number, and Google's gonna fix it and be like, "Look, dude, you're crazy. This is the answer."
Exactly. So yeah, if your car is having problems and the mechanic's being weird, just take it to another mechanic. The grass is always greener when you burn fossil fuels. Speaking of being unable to find an issue,
is on fire.
I knew you were going to say that at some point today.
Well, you opened the door.
I did. Speaking of being unable to figure out the solution to issues, Michael, how you doing in your new apartment?
Well, I set the ocean on fire and it's still burning, but I didn't start the fire. It was always burning as the world was turning. No, well,
even in the Gulf of Mexico, I don't think it's supposed to burn there.
The ocean isn't supposed to burn, period. So I didn't have a very eventful week, which is good because it's the last week before, the next 4-7 years of complete disaster happen. I think after we recorded the show, I bought a laptop for school. It's the first laptop I've ever bought for myself. So I bought a laptop. It's a Lenovo Flex 5. I can tell. I don't think that doxes me in any way. It has an active stylus, so it's kind of like the Microsoft thing that Ben used to have that you could write on the screen with the pen that it comes with.
I still have that.
I'm excited to use it, and we'll see how good it is. Tech review coming to my YouTube channel in the next approximate year. What else?
That YouTube channel is youtube.com/wastedoncards.
Yeah, the Chubby Pirate. So the Mystery Tone rubber pencil is continuing, and I don't know still what it is, but I think I took note for one morning, and I realized it goes off every 20 minutes. I've just become that desensitized to it that I thought it only happened 10 times a day. I think it's related to the AC in the units near me. So I think it's Noah was hinting at, maybe wind blowing by some sort of vent or a tube or ducting and making that tone, but I have no idea what it is. I have a microphone set up to my right, pointed at a 90-degree angle straight at the ceiling, and I've heard it several times as we've been recording, but I keep forgetting to turn up the volume on that microphone. Because if I turn it up like this, I think you can hear how bad it is. So, like, you can hear me here like this. Can you hear me? Hello? No?
Yeah.
Hello?
Can you hear that? Yeah, it's kind of weird. So I am just going to keep that microphone down until I hear the sound. What else is new? I think that's it. Today I had a friend of mine here, and we hung up my wall art that has been waiting to be hung up. And of course, in this camera angle, it's looking down at me, so you can't see it. But also, I'm waiting on Ben. Was that important enough to ruin my conversation? Really?
Ben is showing us a drawing of Michael, I
It's not Michael. It's a perfect carbon copy of the drawing Jesse made for you.
Oh my God.
believe. Here, let's hold them up to compare.
What a roast.
Michael, can you take a screenshot for the website?
Oh my gosh. I feel insulted, sirs. I got the screenshot. Anyway,
Awesome.
I'm waiting on this behind the dining table. I think I'm going to put like a massive whiteboard because I hear that is super helpful for studying. And that will be the final piece of wall art that will be going up here. I might build some sound panels because it is very reflective in this corner. And I don't like it, even for my normal ears.
Ooh. Are you still going to be doing
Ben
like
is making an edit
streaming or-
note, by the way. This is extremely rare. This never happens.
Ben never makes an edit note, ever.
Now he's erasing it. Oh, okay. Well, if he's streaming, maybe occasionally. I want to do a NHL season. They have like a GM mode. I think it'd be fun to stream all 81 games of a full season. The problem is I don't know when that would happen, but it's been fun.
Sound panels would be cool. I'd love to put sound panels in this room, but I still feel like this is my temporary home because it could eventually be a guest room or a nursery. Depends on what happens in life. So I don't feel like I
Are
don't
you
want to
baby
get too
dropping?
attached.
Was that?
Wait,
Whoa,
that
whoa,
was
whoa,
not the right way
whoa.
to pronounce
What?
that. Are you announcing that you're having a baby?
We are not dropping any babies, as far as I know.
Well, that's awkward. Okay, that's all going on with me. It's gonna get crazy in the next week.
We'll have to have you back on in the next couple months, and you can tell us like the dirty secrets about medical school you never knew.
Oh, there's a lot.
It's all politics.
Wait till you learn about our acronyms that we use.
Wait, can you give an example? Because I don't
No,
really know
no,
what you're
I'm
going for.
not on the internet.
Is it butts?
It's worse than that. It's worse than.
Worse than butts?
Yeah.
What's worse than butts?
Oh, I can't
What's
tell you.
worse than butts?
It's toots, isn't it?
Anyway,
Oh,
continue.
is it?
Sounds like a truck backing up.
Well, I could talk about last week I said that I was going to go to Seattle in Washington, in the Pacific Northwest region of the country in which I live. I'd rather not say which country. But we went and it was fun. We had a good time. We walked about, I want to say we each walked about 80,000 steps. I probably walked about 80,000 and Jesse probably walked about 90,000 in the 4 days we were there. Saw a lot of cool stuff. We saw the Space Needle, of course. We saw Pike Place Market, which is super, super cool. And some of the more like interesting or unusual things we did. We went to the Museum of Pop Culture, which I posted a couple pictures of in our Discord. It's like a museum with interesting things in it, like modern things. Sorry, no offense.
I'm a museum curator
Like
in my
your
spare
brother,
time, and I'm
Ben.
offended. Okay.
No offense to museums, but y'all suck.
Yeah, but this one had Gimli's helmet in it from Lord of the Rings, so like that's what we're dealing with here. There was a wall that was painted like a Super Mario Brothers level, That was cool. Michael, I took a picture for you, and I forgot to send it to you, so I'm going to show it to you right now.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
live
gonna
reaction,
see
baby.
if he recognizes what this is.
Where's this coming to me?
It's on my camera.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm showing Michael a picture of an outfit, and this outfit was from something that Michael should know.
It looks like tinfoil across two cameras. I can't really tell what it is. Either it's a Star Wars thing.
It is hard to tell.
Or it's an actual space thing. And I can't tell what it is.
So this is from... I'll read the plaque. This is a zombie costume worn by Cynthia Garris in a 1983 music video called... Do you know now?
Thriller. Wow. Did you take it home?
Yeah, these are like the gifts
awesome.
they hand out at the end of the
museum.
I thought it was Lady Gaga's meat dress.
No, that's at the I think it was at the, where was that? It's in a museum. Ow, somewhere. My elbow just got smashed.
The A flat attacked him.
Man, I can't remember.
What about, do you guys know this
Dorothy.
one? Dorothy. This is the outfit that Dorothy, what was her name? Judy
Dench.
Judi Dench. That's who it was. When Judi Dench played Dorothy back in the 30s or whenever.
But her
that was.
shoes are in Washington, D.C., so they got completely, her outfit got 100% separated.
All over the place. But I'm also going to show a picture of the outside of the building.
Can I guess what it was designed at? It was designed to be like one of Jimi Hendrix's guitars.
They have a bunch of Jimi Hendrix guitars in the museum. They have a whole Jimi Hendrix display, interestingly enough.
If the outside's like an abstract interpretation of like Jimi Hendrix's destroyed guitar that he smashed on stage or something. I don't know.
Oh, like you're being serious?
Yeah, I'm being serious. Imagine that.
Interesting.
I'm being serious.
It looks like the thing I'm going to make a taco in about 40 minutes when we're done recording, so that's what I see.
It's a weird building.
It is a weird building.
It has a giant ender dragon. It's got this cool thing that has like 100 guitars and musical instruments all stacked up in a tower. It was really cool.
I've been to Seattle too, and that museum was probably my favorite part. I also liked doing the duck tours and going to Canada, but I can't really say going to Canada was my favorite part of being in Seattle. So,
being in Seattle.
What was your favorite part of Canada? Or Seattle? Leaving. No.
Leaving the country. We also went to Chinatown and spent some time there, which was really cool. We got sushi one day, Chinese food another day. We sat in a park and listened to a guy play an eru, which is a really cool like 2-string bowed instrument. Or what do you call it? You play with a bow. An instrument that you
string instrument.
Well, more specifically than that. But yeah, exactly.
Orchestra?
And the pink.
What are you talking about?
The Pink Gorilla Games, which was this import game store. So they have like used video games all the way back to the like Atari era. But they also have a ton of imported games from Japan and other places. So that was really cool. All in all, good experience, good trip. We want to do more traveling now. We want to go see more cities and stuff.
You should go to
newspodcast.com.
Newspodcast.com.
Buy us a t-shirt, please. I want one, but I don't want to buy one.
This will be the last week to get the Michael Funko Pop.
Yeah, it's custom made.
Before we scrub him from the website.
We are burning
discount
the rest.
Sale. All Michael merchandise, 50% off. Get it now.
No, we're dumping it in the ocean and burning it.
It's on fire.
It's on fire. The ocean is on fire.
It's already on fire, so it's a good disposal.
It's a great option. Well, that sounds fun. Noah definitely had the most exciting week out of all of us because he got to go places and do things, which is fine. Have fun going places and doing things. But speaking of going places and doing things, I think we should go to the exact place that we are and play some games. How do you guys feel about that?
Oh, yeah.
Cameo.
I want to beat Noah at Cameo.
All right, guys. So the bongos didn't make it because I don't want to disturb neighbors, but I got a lap full.
You bring a clarinet with you?
I do, but that's even louder.
I think the clarinet might bother the neighbors more than the bongos.
Yeah, especially I haven't played in like 2 months, so my face muscles are all probably gone by now. So it'd probably sound real bad anyway. Ben, speaking of that, I found on this here audio recorder the audio file from when I went to your house at the beginning of March and played clarinet for you and your family. I forgot that was a thing, but man, it was like right before our state like closed everything. So you can thank me for blessing you with my droplets aerosolized through a clarinet, spreading that to you for one last time before everything closed.
Thank you, Michael.
And then I went and did it for Noah anyway.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, you did it at our house too.
Happy birthday, Noah. I'm going
birthday,
to
Noah.
infect you.
For my birthday. Yeah.
All right,
Noah's
so
birthday is
coming
November 11th.
October 12th.
October
but
12th.
Pretty close.
Oh, I thought he was joking.
That's
Anyway,
close.
Cameo, Celebrity Cost Cthulhu. This is the final round for who knows, indefinitely. Cameo is a service that allows you to purchase a short video from celebrities of all popularities, and they can wish you a happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy graduation, and so on. In this game, the two guests, Ben and Noah, will go head to head against the cost of each celebrity's cameo. We are using Price is Right rules, which means the highest, closest bid without going over wins. Today's theme is the most expensive people I could find. If you're gonna go big, you gotta go home. I don't know what that means. So all of these people are a lot of money, and without further ado, we'll start with round one. I don't have anything to write on. Hold on. It wouldn't be Cameo if I didn't have a writing utensil. Ben just threw a piece of wood at the table. All right.
No, I caught it.
Round one, we'll start with Ben, because he's going to get it right. Robert Englund. He played Freddy Krueger in the horror film A Nightmare on Elm Street. He probably gave an infinite amount of people insomnia. We all know what he looks like, the really ugly dude with the ulcers on his face and the claws. How much
Can you get ulcers on your face?
Well, I mean, have you seen Nightmare on Elm Street? So, Robert Englund, how much is a video from that man?
So I know that these get into like the thousands of dollars, these cameos. I don't think Robert Englund is quite there, and I'm not sure if you put these in any sort of like they increase in value as the game goes on, but I'm gonna assume that you did, but it's still gonna be one of the you did.
Not intentionally.
Not intentionally.
If I did, not intentionally.
Oh, okay. Interesting. But I'm gonna imagine this starts on the lower end. I'm gonna say $800. Oh,
sorry. I have to say something. Yep. $800. Noah.
$800? Man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if these are going to be the extremes of like 1,500, 2,000. I'm going to say $1.
Oh my gosh. A $1 from Noah? Get you a point, Noah. So he is $300. A little bit high, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we'll reel in our expectations a little bit. This is like the NFT game.
That helps me line myself up, because I was thinking more than Brett Favre, but Brett Favre is more than that. Brett Favre is $400.
Right.
Okay.
And just for reference, I think George Foreman was $800.
Okay. See, I was in the ballpark.
Yeah, good old George.
So those are like the box and whisker plots of where we've been. Anyway,
I think we're going to new heights today, though.
I can't promise anything. Round two, we'll start with Noah. Ghostface Killah from the Wu-Tang Clan. His real name is Dennis Coles. A little bit less gangster than Ghostface Killah. He is known for his loud, fast-paced flow as a member of the Wu-Tang Clan, which everybody knows what that was. A large rap group, I think made popular in the 90s. How much is a video from the Ghostface Killah himself, Noah?
Man, I'm going to say 500. He still commands a pretty penny, I'm sure, for people that know who he is.
Okay, so Noah says 500.
Well, Noah got me with the $1 last time. And I'm going to get Noah with the 501 this time.
Oh, no! Is that a tax form? Or is that an organization?
501c3.
501c3.
That's a non-profit organization.
All right, so that's a double over. We need a rebid, so it's below $500.
I should have said $1.
Should have. I thought that's what you were teasing. But
I think I go first.
Yeah.
I'm going to say... How much was Robert?
Robert Englund
350?
was 300 even.
300 even. I'll go 350 for Wu-Tang Clan member something. I can't remember his name.
Ghostface Killer.
Did you say Wu-Tang Clang?
I did say Wu-Tang Clan.
I didn't
Not
notice.
on purpose, but I did anyway. Goldface Killer is 350.
All right, Noah.
All right, if Ben did it to me, I'm going to say 351.
All right. And the answer is...
You were good, kid. But as long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see?
Ben got it on the head for 350, Ghostface Killer.
What?
That was not one of his songs. That's just, I don't know. I tried to find something hype, and it was the best thing.
Rap song number 1 or number 2 or something.
No. So we're tied up 1-1 going into the third round, which is Ben, who will start. Jonathan Goldsmith, perhaps better known as the most interesting man in the world, which was a Dos Equis campaign that ran for 12 years from 2006 to 2018. How much is the video from the most interesting man in the world?
Did we go to elementary school with him?
You're combining two people.
Oh, you're right. And getting
I went
both
to
their-
elementary school
And
with the
getting
most
both-
interesting man in the world.
He had red hair.
And glasses.
And glasses.
And his mom cut my mom's hair.
I don't know why when I think of Dos Equis, I think of the number 400. But I shouldn't, probably. Dos Equis, 2 X's. So I think this
Which
is
add to
gonna end
400, obviously.
which add up to 400. No, I think it's going to end in 2 zeros. That's the Dos Equis. So I'm going to say it's... I will say it's 400. You know what? I'm going to go with
Wow.
gusto. It's $400 for the most interesting man
He
in the
did it.
world.
Noah, what do you think?
Man, I was feeling pretty good about 400 too, actually.
402. All right. And no.
I'll say $1. Although I think it's okay. I think it's over, but I'm gonna say $1.
You think that $1 is over?
No,
I'm
wait,
going
what?
against my better judgment.
He thinks it's more than
I don't
400.
understand.
He thinks it's more than 400,
oh.
but he's betting that it's
Okay.
less than 400.
Well, a
Yes.
little bit of a letdown. Jonathan Goldsmith is only 250, so Noah will take a point and moves up 2-1 going into the fourth
Maybe I
round.
shouldn't listen to my heart.
Listen to your heart. You'll start round 4, Noah. Ric Flair, the Nature Boy, WWE Hall of Famer, 21-time world champion. He endorsed Ted Cruz in the 2016 presidential election, and he has his own share of controversial racism in his past. How much is a video from none other than the racist Ric Flair? Sorry, I couldn't resist. That's his wrestling nickname. No, I hope not.
I actually met him at a Ted Cruz rally.
What?
No.
In Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, ew.
I don't know that they much care for Ted Cruz down there. I think, let's see. I haven't heard of like any of these people.
How
Well,
do you
I
not
knew the
know
most
Ric
interesting
Flair?
man in the world. I
Oh
don't know
my!
WWE.
He is beyond WWE. He's
He
a
is
pop culture
racist.
icon.
Come on, man.
How much is he worth on
Maybe
Cameo?
he changed his way.
I'm gonna say 275, 299, 299.
Ooh, okay. $299.
You don't got to make it so easy on me, Noah. I'm going to say 300.
Oh my gosh. This is the dirtiest
Knew you were
round
gonna
yet,
do
I think.
Yeah, Ben's just playing dirty, dude.
You started it.
I did not.
Our
You said 1 twice.
Yeah, that's allowed.
So
allowed, but it's
300.
gentleman's rule. So he is $500 on Cameo. Ben will
Okay.
take a point. We're tied up 2-2.
Honestly, I almost, because before you said that, I honestly almost wouldn't like, no, that's mean. I'll change it to 500. I honestly almost said that. But since you were being rude about it, I kept it and still got the point.
It works.
Well, I guess that worked out for you.
All right, final round of Cameo for a long time. Do I have a sad piece of music here to play? This is sad. He can't give any more.
That audio clip made me glad you're leaving.
Wow.
Humiliation.
All right, so round 5, Ben is starting. He has I don't know if that's an advantage, actually. It's an advantage for sure. All right, no, it's a disadvantage. Kevin O'Leary, who is known as Mr. Wonderful. He's an investor on the popular show Shark Tank. He has a political background. He is Canadian. He likes the New England Patriots for whatever reason, probably because he's from their neck of the woods. Kevin O'Leary, how much is a video from him, Ben?
Kevin O'Leary.
Did you say 740? Okay.
No, I said Kevin O'Leary.
Okay.
He just said Kevin O'Leary.
It's a
But
joke.
I'm going to say 740.
Hold on. Don't let me influence you. Do you want to rebid?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, don't say I didn't tell you so.
Yeah, was that a hint that Michael was... Gosh, that's interesting.
No, it was not a
actually,
hint,
I
but-
have seen him. I have been
Did you meet
on
him
his
at a Ted
Cameo
Cruz
page
rally?
Before I met... No, I met him at a
Was Robert Kraft
Chris
there?
Christie rally. I don't know who that is.
Patriots owner.
Oh yeah, I do know who that is. It's funny that we're talking about Shark Tank because I watched an episode of Shark Tank at the hotel one day this week, and Jessie had never seen the show before, and she just like hated it
What?
so much. She was like, "These people are so mean. These nice people are coming in, and then they beg for money, and then the people are all mean, and then they don't give them the money, and then everybody's mean to each other." It was about the worst thing Jessie's ever watched, she said.
It's
So,
capitalism in motion.
yeah, and that's like the worst thing for Jessie. If you need an anti-capitalist, just talk to Jessie, and she will talk all day about that. In this case, Kevin O'Leary, he is a capitalist, and he loves his money.
We're going to build a wall.
He loves...
Walls.
I don't know how he feels about Trump, but he probably likes him. I don't know. We'll just make these rash judgments about people.
He's probably killed a man.
740's too high, though. 740's too high, but I won't say $1. I'll say
You're gonna say
$4.99.
I thought you were gonna say $4.
we'll say $4.
You underestimate the power of the
Okay.
dark side.
I've never done this before, but I'm going to allow a rebid because it is substantially
You underestimate
underestimated.
the power of the dark side.
So
Hang
I will
on.
give another chance.
Wait,
Hang on. I won.
Okay, then you won, but I think we need to go. You even said we are reaching new heights. Is $740 more than $800? No. Christian Bale freak out when Batman said no. Ben, you have
fine.
the honorable victory. However, no.
I can have the dishonorable
You can
victory.
have
Or
the
I can have
dishonorable
the-
discharge. Okay.
Yeah. Noah, you go first. I
okay.
think.
Okay. Fine. I'm just gonna say $10,000.
I'm gonna say $4. No, I'll say. I think the most expensive person I've ever seen on Cameo is Snoop Dogg, and I think he's like $4,000, and I can't imagine Kevin O'Leary's more than that. So I'm gonna say $2,000.
Okay, yeah, a little bit high. Ben still wins twice because he said $4, and anyway, he's $1,500, so $1,500, which is almost double the cost of George Foreman. So there it is. Enjoy. Never hear this game again. Just like the President's game, it got killed very quickly. We will thank you for playing this game, and I'm gonna speak so we don't get a copyright for me playing this song on the show. So we're just speaking it. There we go.
So who are these people?
Who are
that
these
are paying
people?
$1,500? But seriously, who are these people paying $1,500 for Kevin O'Leary?
I think people have done it, right? Because he has reviews. So
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
I'm
he
on
sure
it now.
does.
He's got 215 reviews, so that's do the math. No, $322,000 he's made on Cameo.
Hi, Kevin. Thanks so much for doing this. Evan was so pumped to see this. For context, Evan is my 17-year-old son. We are down the 401 in Kingston. Evan has launched the... What? The Covart Challenge to help raise funds for 250,000.
Please run for U.S. president. He is born in Canada. You can't do that, right?
He can't. No, he can't.
That review is misled.
Hold up.
What?
Okay, so I just read one of the reviews. It says, "I am speechless." This is a 5-star review. So it
Yeah, that's the one.
I see this review too. This is awesome.
Originally, I thought I can use 250 words, but it's 250 characters. You're paying
one paragraph.
That's 250 characters for $1,500. Hang on.
Wow. And it's still a 5-star review. This guy isn't upset. He's saying, like, "Thank you, Mr. Wonderful. Please run for president. I could only get 250 characters."
That's $6 a character. That's like, if I said the word, like, if I said hi, that's $12.
If only they
for
scaled
Kevin O'Leary.
it. Because then we could pay $12 and get something from Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think for our send-off, everyone should crowdfund a Kevin O'Leary cameo for Michael.
Please.
We'll be like, "Hey, Michael, great job on the podcast." Oh, you ran out of characters.
Great job on the
That's all we could afford.
Well, that's crazy.
Man, you guys want to talk about something happier like Oreos?
Yeah.
No.
This is my idea for
yeah.
a game. I'm so excited.
This game.
All right, a few weeks ago.
This game has been pushed back for a month, and we're finally gonna play
That's
it.
true.
But I'm excited.
I had this game for James and Rachel's episode, and then it got pushed back for time. And then last week I was gonna play a different game that had music, and then that game didn't work out because I was on a MacBook Pro. And fun fact, guys, Windows is better than Macs. Can I get a what's up?
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, okay.
Oops.
That was our theme song.
Sure was.
And it didn't work. So now I have the game. The music game's getting pushed back another week. We'll get that figured out at some point. But for this week, we're going to play This Is Not an Oreo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I was hoping Michael would have some sweet music in there.
Oh,
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try.
That's good. All right, everyone.
Give me one of these.
Give me one of these. Episode 5, if you want to know what we're talking about.
Over the years, actually, do you guys know when the first Oreo was put on store
yeah,
shelves?
1944, out of necessity.
It was all they could eat.
Food rations,
is that
man.
true?
No.
Oh my gosh, the first Oreo came out in 1912.
Overture?
Wow.
The 1912
it's over
Overture?
100 years old.
It somehow
The same
survived
year
the
as
sinking
the
of the
19
Titanic.
It did. It survived the Titanic. It survived like 2 pandemics now. The Oreo
More
is
than
just
2.
crushing it.
There's pandemics like every 4 years. They're
That's
just not as consequential, apparently.
Oh, you mean plandemics?
So,
I'm hijacking
over the
this
years,
podcast.
it's going to become like a political conspiracy podcast.
Now
the
that
moment
Michael's
Michael
gone.
leaves. He's the one that reins in our politics.
Yeah. Michael goes to med school, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, COVID's fake.
So over the past 109 years, Oreo has created a million different types of flavors. Maybe not a million, but a lot. So in this game, I'm going to present you groups of 4 types of Oreos, and only one of these is not a real kind of Oreo. You'll both get to guess on each one, We'll start with Ben because he won the last game. Ben, which of these is not an Oreo? Is it funnel cake, peanut butter and jelly, buttered popcorn, or pina colada?
Okay.
Am I answering the same ones, by the way? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. Off the bat, I want funnel cake. I don't want PB&J, but I think it's right. Or I think it's an actual Oreo. The third one was buttered popcorn. Don't want it. Seems obscure. And then pina colada. I feel like buttered popcorn would just be like too, like, not that I'm like questioning your creativity, but just like that's too like weird for you to have made up. Like, I don't think you would make that one up and think that we would actually think it's true.
Wait, which one? I'm sorry, pina colada?
No. Buttered popcorn.
Buttered popcorn.
Buttered popcorn.
I don't think you would make that one up and actually think that we thought you didn't make that one up. So I'm not going to say buttered popcorn. I'm going to go with funnel cake just because it's the one I wish was real.
The one that sounds the best.
The one that sounds good is the one I want is the one that doesn't exist.
All right, Michael, your thoughts.
Yeah, interesting strategy. I think, however, I think the fake one, I always get this backward. I think the one that is not an Oreo is pina colada. I wouldn't put it past Oreo to make buttered popcorn, as we'll probably find out in like a round that there's worse than that. But I think pina colada is something that they would not do.
All right, so we have one vote for funnel cake and one vote for pina colada. Ben takes the point on this one.
Oh, I was excited, but now I'm sad.
I know, yeah. Funnel cake actually sounds really good to me.
Want to go get funnel
buttered
cakes?
Popcorn is a real Oreo. Peanut butter and jelly, pina colada. I think a lot of these are pretty limited edition or only in certain parts of the world. Some of them I think are only in Japan. But yes, funnel cake Oreos have never been a thing, which is really sad.
We should let Oreo know.
But we should tell them this is your next flavor. All right, let's get a little crazier and a little more branded. Michael, you're up first. Which of these is not an Oreo? Game of Thrones Oreos, SpongeBob Lemon Lime, Mickey Mouse Birthday, or Swedish Fish?
Okay, well, I ordered something on Amazon the other day, and it came in a box that was printed for the new Chris Pratt movie that's on Prime.
The Tomorrow
Yeah,
War.
whatever. So I think Game of Thrones is not too out there. SpongeBob Lemon Lime, thank you, is a little bit interesting. I think it's a little bit past the time of I know everyone loves SpongeBob, but I think SpongeBob was really at its height in like 2006.
Well, these could be older. These aren't current flavors.
Oreos have been around since 1912, man.
Oh yeah,
these are just flavors.
I forgot
from
they
any
survived
point.
at least 2 pandemics. So Mickey Mouse and Swedish Fish. Man, I want the Swedish Fish to be one, but I don't because I don't think chocolate and Swedish fish go well together. Mickey Mouse birthday cake? Was that what you said?
Mickey Mouse Birthday Oreos.
That doesn't make sense. No, that's the one. It's Mickey Mouse Birthday. That is not an Oreo.
All right, Michael says Mickey Mouse Birthday Oreos. Ben.
All right, so good news to you, Michael. Swedish Fish ones I've had.
How bad are they?
Swedish Fish. They're decent to bad. Is how I describe them. But they're on the vanilla wafers of the Oreo variety, not on the chocolate ones. Yeah. I know that there have been birthday cake variety Oreos.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they branded one Mickey Mouse style. I think it's one of the children's ones because I don't think he would find 2 children's themed Oreos and then go Game of Thrones. So I think Game of Thrones is one, and I know Swedish Fish is one. I'm gonna say the SpongeBob Lemon Lime just because I don't think SpongeBob is inherently lemony or limey, so I don't know why that would make sense.
He's yellow and green.
Limey.
And now he's defending his actions.
Ben, you did it again.
Yes.
The correct answer is SpongeBob Lemon Lime. Game of Thrones Oreos are real. They're dark. They're like Game of Thrones dark Oreos. Michael, I looked it up. It is Mickey Mouse birthday cake. I'm sorry, I wrote it down
Can
wrong.
I get an honorary quarter point for?
Or a quarter point.
Okay, Michael can have a quarter point. So going into round 3, the score is now Ben 2, Michael 0.25. It's still anybody's game. Ben, it's back to you for the first guess, and you guys can pick the same answer, just so you know, if you both like the same answer. This one, Ben, I think you'll be a little more challenged by, because they're all very similar.
Sure.
Which of these is not an Oreo? Blueberry pie, cherry pie, apple pie, or banana split? So we got some fruit flavors here. Blueberry, apple, cherry, banana split.
I think it's cherry, and let me tell you why. Banana split would be pretty decent on the vanilla wafers. Apple pie is just definitely something they would do around the 4th of July to be like, as American as apple pie, here's our apple pie Oreos. That's how Southern people pronounced Oreos. 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 The blueberry ones and the cherry ones. I might have to switch to blueberry. It's one of those two, and I can't really decide which because I feel like, but it's specifically blueberry pie and cherry pie, or just blueberry and cherry.
They're both blueberry pie, cherry pie.
They're both blueberry pie. What?
They're both pies.
They're both pies. Sorry, blueberry pie, cherry pie, apple pie, banana split.
Yeah.
Pie.
So, did you give it away?
No, I didn't. I was kidding. The banana split is not a pie.
Oh, banana split pie. Geez. I'm gonna go with cherry. I think it's blueberry, but I'm gonna go against my better judgment and say it's cherry because I think you heard blueberry and went for a more generic fruit pie, which is cherry. I think blueberry pie is more obscure than cherry pie. So I'm going to go with cherry pie.
Cherry pie. We'll see if Ben going with his instinct works. Michael.
Wow, through that entire soliloquy, I was just sitting here thinking blueberry pie is not an Oreo.
All right, so we have 1 vote for blueberry, 1 vote for cherry. Michael, I'm sorry, but Ben is right again.
Shingo! Yes!
Ben just said cherry pie like immediately, and you were exactly right. It was very hard to hold it in.
Yes!
Yeah, blueberry pie, apple pie, banana split.
Pie.
Those are real. Cherry pie is not. So that brings the score up to 3 to a quarter. Michael, if you sweep these last 3 and Ben gets them all wrong, you'll take it.
That's bold, assuming that can happen.
Your quarter point.
All right. Michael's up first again. We have watermelon, creamsicle, 80s, and that's just 80s, or waffles and syrup.
Interesting that they went with the 80s Aegypti flavor, which is, of course, the mosquito that harbors dengue fever, Zika virus, and I think West Nile virus. Interesting call. I would not do the 80s. So watermelon, absolutely a flavor. No question about it. It's probably watermelon. That is not a flavor. Creamsicle, that seems good. I don't know if they've done it. Waffles and syrup, wouldn't put it past them. Watermelon, wouldn't put it past them. So I'm between creamsicle and 80s for not being a flavor. Now, when I think 80s, what do I think of? Hairspray and moderately okay music. Unless it's Michael Jackson. Oh my gosh. Is it Thriller flavored? 80s? Is that...
Does it have Michael Jackson on the cover?
I don't know what 80s means. And I think that one is an Oreo, so I'm going to go with creamsicle, and it's going to be wrong, and I've blown my chances. But it's creamsicle. That is not the Oreo.
All right, Michael goes with creamsicle. Ben, watermelon, creamsicle, 80s, or waffles and syrup?
much like Michael, I'm confident that watermelon and waffles and syrup are both them. When you were reading them off, I was convinced that creamsicle was them as well.
You can pick the same answer.
I know, but I think it's 80s, and I think it's 80s for the purpose you hoped Michael would pick it, because we said on one of our recent podcasts that Michael is our 80s music expert. And I think for that reason you put 80s Oreos in here. So I'm going to go with 80s Oreos.
Just throw him a bone. Ben, you are correct.
Yes!
Ben is 4 for 4.
Yes, the Portal reference.
Update, I
The
think
Portal,
West Nile
and,
is
like-
not spread by 80s Egypti. No, it's not. Sorry. Continue.
Okay. Thank you for
Also, my
correcting
favorite
the
streamers are on, and I want to
fake
watch
news.
them, so can I just do that since I'm down so much?
Dude, I'm missing a Breath of the Wild speed run at GDQ for this right now.
Oh,
We got 2 more
okay,
questions.
sorry.
Jeez,
I'll keep
I'm
him
the
on
only
mute.
one who wants to be here.
Yeah, because you're winning.
Michael doesn't even... Yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
duh.
Ben is up 4 to a quarter. But we'll run through these last 2 just because I think it's interesting. Back to Ben. Ben,
Yes.
fruit punch, candy corn, hot and spicy cinnamon, or espresso blend?
Okay, so it was candy corn, the hot and spicy cinnamon, and
Fruit punch
Fruit punch.
and espresso blend.
Fruit punch, candy corn, hot and spicy cinnamon, or espresso blend?
I'm not going to do my long, drawn-out reasoning because we're trying to get through these fast so you guys can go watch other content creators.
Just kidding. I'm not really.
But I'm going to go with the espresso blend. It kind of seems like one that would be. And, yeah, I feel like fruit punch. I think they've done the fruity thing to death, so I wouldn't be surprised if they had a fruit punch one. So I'm going to do the espresso blend.
All right, Ben says espresso blend. Michael.
Candy corn is one for sure. I'm just going to
I've
check
had
off the list. Oh, thanks. Thanks for
I
giving me a
didn't say
hint.
that because
Hot
I didn't
and
want to say that because I didn't want to give you a hint, but since you said you're going to check it off, I'll just say I've had it.
Fruit punch. Can you say Lil Pump one more time for me, please?
Leo Pump.
Thanks. That's similar enough to fruit punch that I think it is an Oreo. Ben said espresso, correct? Hot and spicy cinnamon. I mean, what could go wrong? It's like a hot tamale. What could go wrong?
Hot tamale Oreo. That'd be good. Maybe not. So it's between hot and spicy cinnamon or espresso blend for you, Michael?
Oh, I thought I answered hot and spicy cinnamon.
Oh, you did. I'm sorry. Hot and spicy cinnamon. Ben takes it again. Espresso blend, the most normal one on here. Ben, I don't know what to say. You have swept the game except for this last question.
Dude, it's over.
I'm pumped.
It's
Let's do this.
over.
Let's do this. I'm 5 for 5.
Final question.
It's over. I'm researching West Nile at this point.
All
Cool
right,
X.
back to Michael first.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry. What?
Michael, which of these is not an Oreo? Avocado, hot
Shavakadoo.
chicken wing, wasabi, or pumpkin spice?
I'm just gonna speed run it. Not this one is good to go. Wasabi, that's a little bit gross. Hot chicken wing, avocado. Ooh. You pulled a little tricksy one here because you put 2 in here that are not. Because I know this game so well that I know that these first 2 are not. The avocado and the chicken wing are not. However, I know that you put a little tricksy and you added bonus points to me. So it is hot chicken wing.
All right, Michael
All right,
says
what's now?
hot
Let's
chicken
learn.
wing. Ben,
I think Michael might be onto something with you being tricky, and I think they all might be Oreos. I genuinely do.
Or they
I
all
think
might
they're
not be Oreos.
I think they're all Oreos. However, I think if there was going to be one that isn't an Oreo, it's either wasabi or avocado. But I'm going to go with avocado isn't one. But I mostly think that they all are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ben has swept the game.
I think he already swept the game like 3 rounds ago. You didn't have to rub it in like that.
Ben is 6 for 6. Ben knows his Oreos. Apparently.
Do you want to know my reasoning behind choosing that one?
Yeah, I do.
So, hot chicken wing one, I knew that was one. Whatever the other one was, other than wasabi or avocado, was one. I can't remember what the fourth one. What was the fourth one?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice, yeah, that's one. And I knew hot chicken wing was one. And then it was between the avocado and the wasabi. And I figured they would make a wasabi one because that's kind of a goofy flavor. But avocado wouldn't really work. But avocado's green like wasabi's green, so I think you just chose something else that's green. It was an avocado.
Okay, I need somebody else to write these questions, apparently. I can't. But even the cherry pie one, like how... Wow, I don't know. I am in awe, Ben. Congratulations on sweeping the games on Michael's last episode.
Thank you very much. I take no mercy. Well, thank you all so much for listening. Congratulations to me for winning. And special thank you to Michael for being on the show. You're always welcome back. Good luck with medical school. Michael, you take us away to end the show.
Check out noodlespodcast.com, topicplease.com, Google Journeys of Scientists. Anyone else have a podcast? Oh, What in the World Wide Web? And we'll see you later.
Also, Pastor Tim's weekly sermon from the pulpit at greatnewsforyourlife.com.